So if you guys watched the show last week, one of our big topics of discussion was the trial, the pedo guy and Elon Musk trial. And I should say that I didn't mean to call him a pedo guy. I meant the trial about the pedo guy comment.
New trial, pedo guy.
It was the pedo guy in Unsworth, right? Wasn't that it?
Yeah, so that tweet that got Musk into a whole lot of trouble, got him into a courtroom, and after 4 days or so of the proceedings, the jury took a whole hour to decide this shouldn't even be in the courtroom and dismissed it, and so Musk won the trial. And hopefully that's the last we ever hear about it, but it won't be, because it is not the only jurisdiction that this was in. There's also going to be something happening in the UK. So I'm sure we'll hear about it again in a month or two when it turns up there, and hopefully that's the same result.
Because it's Unsworth, right?
Right.
Vern Unsworth.
Vern Unsworth, and he is British.
Correct.
So
yeah.
Okay, so it could be you're right. The courts over there.
The laws handling libel and defamation in the UK differ significantly from the US. In the US, you have to prove malice.
Are the damages different as well? I imagine that they won't let him get away with his $150 million request. Pounds, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know what that. Yeah, I don't know.
Right. Yeah.
So hopefully they can just be men, shake on it, and be like sorry, and just walk away, and let us not have to suffer through it again.
Right. Yeah. I mean, like we said last week, this should have been about the kids the whole time. It shouldn't have been about either one of them. And no one's interested in this anymore, but yet it keeps on going.
Yeah.
Elon Musk is a dick. How's that?
Okay. Yes. Now hold on. Now, okay. Here's the thing. I don't hate Musk.
Huge
I don't
asshole.
hate Tesla. I don't have any malice against Musk or Tesla, but it must be mentioned he did hire a private investigator.
Oh yeah, you were on the show last week.
He thought he hired a private investigator.
Well, he hired a guy who he hired a guy who was a convict, and because I did listen to the show, and I did read the article about it, but as we're learning in the United States about some orange man who shall not be named on the show, the intent to commit a quid pro quo. The attempt to commit a crime.
You're not going to quote that guy, are you? Come on.
No, but he attempted to hire someone to uncover dirt on Unsworth. Can you tell me he didn't?
Yeah, sure.
If the dirt was found or not found.
Right. So is hiring a private investigator illegal?
Not
hiring a private investigator to back up the claim that the guy's a pedophile?
If the guy investigates legally and finds evidence of it, that's certainly something that should be turned into the police. And if somebody with money wants to hire someone to do something legal, then what's your problem with that? It's not like he was hiring him to break into his house and steal his computer or something.
Or plant evidence.
So when Elon, the defendant, said that he never meant pedo as pedophile, but he specifically hired somebody to dig up stuff on the pedophile,
because then he doesn't have to
guy,
repent at all.
That there's no conflict there in logic or truth or lying.
Intent.
Those two seem contradictory. Yeah, and he even at one point said that he was concerned that he was another Epstein, right? So I mean, obviously he had some thought that it might be true, but still, it's name calling online that doesn't need to go to the courts, in my humble opinion, and in the jury's opinion.
It definitely goes to his intent.
They're going to lunch at me and say, "Why did?" To me, that's intent.
Right.
It's not like he hired someone, a private investigator, to investigate someone completely unrelated to this whole thing on a topic completely unrelated to this whole thing. He very legally, he attempted to hire someone to investigate a very specific person about a very specific claim, a claim that he himself instigated. That's
right.
Not random.
It's not, but if evidence would have been turned up with that, the truth is an absolute defense, and that would have gotten rid of the whole problem with this case.
It's
Well, I mean,
how-
there would be other issues.
And if they said there was nothing, he'd say, "Oh well, guess this isn't true."
if they came out with nothing, he would say, "Oh well, that's just something we say in South Africa all the time."
Right, which is what he said.
Yeah.
See.
He said, "See."
I mean, come on.
How about we move on to the next story? This
Paul is the smartest guy here.